Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Podcast, episode 223. I'm Adrian.
I'm Jay.
We're back for another week of TV, movies, comics, and other things if we get around to them.
Sure.
I'm no longer specifying.
No. I figure we should, at this point, say we're back for rants.
For things.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
We're here to talk.
We're here for whiskey and talking.
Yeah.
I did write down two things from our previous week that I do want to address.
Okay.
But first I want to address the whiskey.
Okay.
What you got here, buddy?
So we are still, again, doing our very extended Jim Beam month.
Extended Jim Beam month, that's right.
Which works out great because they just happen to have more than 5 types of their well, I'm going to say whiskey because it's not all bourbon.
Correct.
So this week we are going with the Double Oak Twice Barreled, which I am just now realizing that it's twice barreled. I didn't notice that before.
It goes through the barreling process twice with charred white oak barrels, and then again in freshly charred barrels one more time.
So the byline on here is expertly aged and then matured in a second oak barrel. Huh. All right. And it is 86 proof. It's not 80 proof. So
there we go.
Slightly stronger. So this is the Jim Beam Blue, if you wanna call it by colors. Yeah, we were talking, and there was 3 or 4 different ones that we hadn't done yet. So the plan for tonight was I was going to grab one of the ones we have off the shelf, and this was one of them.
Now, to be fair, we are avoiding the 4 flavors. They have a maple, an apple, a honey, and a vanilla.
Yeah. No, those do not count.
Those do not count. So let's give this a try here.
All right. No. I'm going to drink it, but no. To me, this has the almost identical flavor profile of just the original Jim Beam.
I will disagree with you on that because before you got here, I finished what we had of the original Jim Beam.
Okay.
So not quite, but less flavor profile than the rest. It is a bit stronger on the caramel.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit stronger on the notes, I would say.
Yeah, the presence of the whiskey flavor is a lot stronger, and the burn is, I would say the burn, to me, from what I remember, and it's been 5 weeks, is about equal to the Jim Beam White.
So
white.
I actually prefer it on ice.
Okay.
Last week's Devil's Cut, I preferred it neat.
Sure.
This one I prefer on ice.
Okay.
This one on ice, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine on
Fair
ice.
enough.
Whereas the white, the traditional, was not so good either.
Right.
This is at least better ice.
Okay.
Not a preferred choice for me.
No, so for me, as far as our Jim Beam list, this is now probably second from the bottom. Traditional still at the bottom. This is one up from that.
Yes. Okay. Totally agree with that.
But not by much. Again, I'm gonna drink it though.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink
right,
it.
it's
right?
there. I'm gonna drink
Plus,
it.
it's a time-honored family recipe.
Uh-huh.
That's got to count for something.
I have a time-honored family tuna casserole recipe. It doesn't mean it's
Ooh, how
great.
is it?
Terrible.
Oh,
Cream of mushroom soup.
you know, I've never actually had tuna casserole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is some sort of pasta, cream of tomato or cream of mushroom soup, tuna and peas. It's fucking terrible. But they've been making it for years.
Woo! All right. Well, you can make that on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't.
Depending on what ends up happening, if it's just the 4 of us, was going to make you my family's recipe of enchiladas.
Which I'm down with.
I know you like yourself some enchiladas.
I enjoyed some great enchiladas last night.
You thought they were great.
No, they were good.
Now you just wait.
No, and I'm saying
Sure.
they are not by any means a traditional Mexican enchilada.
No.
But they were good New Mexican enchiladas.
No, and I'm actually so we went to a place called the New Mexicans last
Yes.
night. I would like to try the enchiladas. I had the chips and guac. Both were lacking salt.
Okay. I don't eat guac, so I don't.
Right. There you go.
But yeah. Anyways.
So before we get into this week's stuff,
Speaking of rants.
speaking of rants, I want to do the 2 things from last week.
Okay.
One of them was the plane.
Was that last week?
I feel like it was last week. Was it the week before, maybe?
It was one of the two. It may have been last week. Which, listening back on the recording, fucking loud.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I knew it was loud here. The amount of it that got picked up was surprising to me.
So, not a commercial plane like you thought it was.
No. So I ended up figuring out.
So why don't you tell the folks what it was?
So we live in an area where there is a naval air base nearby. And they were actually doing, I don't remember, quick land maneuvers or low land. I don't remember what the term is. But it was essentially some F-18s.
That were intentionally flying, like, just above ground level.
Yeah.
As I understand it, there were some neighborhoods that actually received damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because, I mean, we were looking, we could see them from.
Yeah.
From,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a little precarious because we both were like, is that a commercial plane that's about to set down on I-5?
So, as I learned a couple things about, so it was the Growler,
Okay.
is the name of the plane,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
nickname of it. Turns out it is possible, not confirmed, but it was heavily insinuated when I spoke to some people that this particular Growler was testing other things as well.
Oh.
So what I did not know is I had assumed everything we have now comes from the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have those awesome VR. You put your phone up here
Yep.
and you get a 360 view.
Yep.
Apparently, they have that as well. So when you look down, you actually see through the cockpit and everything else.
Oh, interesting.
It has a 360 rotational view. So as the pilot moves his head, whether he's blocked or not, he can see.
Oh, interesting.
Well, apparently they're testing new night versions
Okay.
of such technology.
Okay.
So that's what I was told, that they have. That's what they're testing.
So the interesting that the part of the whole situation that I found interesting is where we are is actually not in what the published flight pattern was.
Okay.
Because they were supposed to come half mile off the southern tip of the island, 180 and go back.
Not even close.
We were very far from where that is.
Yeah. It also happened again today during the day.
Okay. But with what you're saying about them potentially being testing those things, it makes more sense that they would want to come more inland
Right.
to actually. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, so for those of you that heard that, that's what that was. That was just routine military training procedure.
Sure. The other thing we were going to talk about is the movie pass. The movie pass is back.
Because I kept meaning to send you a message about this since last week because we didn't talk about it. So we've talked about the movie pass before.
Yes.
You were a prior subscriber to the movie pass program.
I was one of the originators.
So for those of you that don't know the movie pass, you pay a monthly fee, and you can see
one movie a day.
One movie a day.
Not true. One movie every 24 hours.
One movie every 24 hours. So you could potentially see 31 movies a month.
Correct.
Now, could you see the same movie multiple times?
No. So
Okay.
here's how it works. You have to enable GPS on your phone.
Right.
You have to be at a movie theater. So you go on your phone and you say, I'm at this theater and I want to watch this movie.
Right.
They then put the funds onto a debit card. So you go to the ticket counter. You say, I'd like one movie ticket,
Okay.
please. They run the card MoviePass gave you.
So that's okay. I was wondering how that. I didn't know if they just like scanned your phone or
Nope.
like Apple Pay or something.
Nope.
Like that.
So
Okay.
they just give. So you just have. It looks like a regular red debit card.
Okay.
Even has the Visa logo on it. You run it. You get your movie.
Okay.
So when you go to movie on your MoviePass app. So let's say I wanted to watch, Kong of Skull Island, Tuesday, and then I go back Wednesday. It won't be available for me on Wednesday.
Okay.
So yes, I was an originator when it was $9.95 a month.
Okay.
Which is a hell of a bargain.
Sure. And when you left the program, you were paying what?
I stayed at once you were in, you were
so you
locked
kept
in.
it. But the if I had subscribed new,
It got up to $49.95.
at that point, that's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
Um,
Especially the fact that our theaters here are all going to assigned seating,
Right.
and that's just not worth it.
Yeah. But it came out last week that the price was going back to $9.95.
Yes, they have a new ownership group, and it's going back to $9.95 a month.
Right. And the new ownership group, part of that is one of the co-founders of Netflix and Redbox.
Yes.
So he came in, and they're attributing the idea to him that we're going to slash the price and just boost the membership because of how low the price is. Everybody's going to be like, I'll pay $10 a month for unlimited movies.
And here's usually what happens is you get it, right? You don't actually end up watching So sometimes you don't watch a movie every day. Sometimes you don't watch. There were some months where I literally went like 3 months without it.
Right.
Because the hook is you have to pay for a year, not all up front, but when you subscribe, you
sign
subscribe
a year
for a
contract.
Year. Correct.
Yeah.
So there are some dead months where you're just like, well, there's nothing for me to watch. Well, you're still paying them that money.
Right. Which at $9.95 is a little bit easier to stomach than at $49.95.
Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, the 49 was unlimited, and they had different models where you could do 5 movies for 39 or 2 for.
Okay.
And then they also changed it regionally. So if you lived in New York, it was more because movie tickets are more there.
Yep.
So they went really far off the original model. So I had it at $9.95 for a long time. I canceled. I came back at $19.95, still worth it for me. And then I canceled because we went to assigned seating. And how do you do it with assigned seating?
Yeah. So I sent you the message. It was back $9.95. You responded with, "I'm not going to sign up because it's not as good as it sounds."
Yes.
So what is the caveat?
So here's a couple caveats. One thing, the reason I have it on here, I signed up today.
Okay, you did.
I did sign up today.
I hadn't because I wanted to have this discussion first.
So AMC theaters publicly announced we are not accepting this.
Okay.
We are not taking the movie pass. You guys are morons. You're losing money. This, and the other. And then they issued a statement. So I read that. I didn't read the second statement.
Okay.
Which was, we didn't mean to say we're not going to take it. We just think this is a really bad idea, but obviously we will still accept it.
Well, sure, because they're going to make out on it. They're going to get the full ticket price from Movie Pass. But Movie Pass is only going to get partial from the consumer. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So AMC's argument is that it sets an unrealistic expectation for the moviegoers, for a moviegoing experience.
Okay.
That moviegoing experiences are costing more because the experience is so much better, and that this is detrimental to that. To which the counter argument is, well, you're still getting your fucking money, so what do you care?
Right.
What do you care?
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I will probably be signing up because, like I said, I just wanted to hear what you had heard. Because at this point, I'm off at 2:00 every day. I'll go get a 2:30 movie. No big deal.
Yeah, and what the big change for me is, fortunately, I'm back to setting my own hours.
Right.
So I can go to the movie once a week during the middle of the day, and who gives a fuck?
Now, remind me, can you use this at Cinnabar?
Yes.
Okay, but do you have to pay like a different? I feel like no. I thought there was some caveat to Cinnabar.
Nope.
Okay, well, fine. I'm gonna go Cinnabar then.
Yep, go to Cinnabar. Now, the reason I decided to go with it is I was like, I do prepaid assigned seating. How am I going to do that with this? Because you have to physically be at the theater.
Right.
And usually we're buying our tickets 3 weeks in advance.
Okay.
So what do?
Not buy your tickets in advance?
Well, then you can't sit in the assigned seating because it sells out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I figured a workaround on this.
All right.
Now, it's a little more work than is necessary,
Sure.
but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
You need to go to the AMC once. Go buy a gift card for the price of one movie.
Okay.
So you check in your movie pass, say you're going to go watch Smurfs. I used to do this all the time. I would say I'm going to watch a movie I'm not going to actually watch.
Okay.
So I can watch a movie a second time or something like that, right?
Okay.
So I wanted to watch Kong twice. It won't let you. So I'll see Kong once and then Smurfs another time.
Okay.
So much like when you buy something, your bank doesn't tell you what movie you bought. It just says you had a transaction at AMC.
Yeah.
So you go to an AMC once. You tell MoviePass you're buying a movie. You tell AMC, I just want to buy a gift card on my Stubs card.
Okay.
So then you put the gift card amount on your Stubs pass. So now when I go to pre-purchase a ticket, I just say, well, I'm using my gift card funds. So then when I go to the actual movie, I just do that again, put the money back onto my gift card. So now I'm in this cycle of paying one behind with gift card money.
Okay. Okay.
The benefit of this is twofold. One, I'm only paying $10 a month for a movie.
Right.
Two, for whenever you use your Stubs account as a gift card, you get $10 back for every $100 you spend.
Oh.
Well, I'm not actually spending any of the $100,
That's
but I'm
true.
still getting $10 back.
All right.
So you could do a couple different things. One, you can go to AMC every other day, accumulate the gift cards, and then take all your buddies out, and you're like, it's on me.
It's true.
But then you have to go to AMC every day, and that seems like a lot of work, unless like literally there's one 5 minutes from your house. There is one 5 minutes.
Yeah, see, mine's a Regal.
Yours is a little different.
Yeah.
But not only that, so you could do that, or you could go to the AMC, buy a gift card, and that could be your popcorn and soda money.
Sure.
Like, there's different things you can do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I feel like that's way, 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 way too much cheating the system.
Yeah.
I feel like just buying one, putting it on a gift card, and then just kind of refunding that gift card when I go see the movie seems fair to me.
Yeah.
So that's probably the route I'm going to go.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So
everybody go sign up for Movie Pass so they don't cancel this shit on me.
yeah. Sign up for Movie Pass, $9.95 a month.
Right? Cancel your Netflix. Sign up for Movie Pass.
Yeah, it's cheaper at this point. We have been watching a Netflix original, so let's talk about some TV.
Okay.
The Netflix original we started watching is Glow.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
I have not.
Okay.
The wife watched this while I was in Brazil. I have not watched it yet.
And what'd she say?
She liked it. She's like, it's entertaining.
Yeah, so we're only 2 episodes in, and it's fine. It is... The first episode was different than the other ones.
Okay.
So it's starting Allison Brie.
Yes, it is.
In the first episode, you see her naked a couple times. She has this horrible sex scene where it's a really bad sex scene. Like, you're just like, whew. If that's what actual sex with you is like, I'm kind of out.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
But compared to the rest of the season, the episode we saw, that was the only sexuality part involved. So I don't know if they did it just for the pilot.
Just to hook you.
Or if maybe it comes up later, like, because the whole thing is she was sleeping with her best friend's husband. The best friend's husband, best friend finds out, comes to fight her in the ring, and that's because they were there for training, and that's kind of what gets her into the wrestling and everything.
Okay.
So it's all about Glow, Glorious Ladies of Wrestling, which was a real thing from from the 70s and 80s. Yeah. It's fine. Like, it's not great. It's not bad. It's entertaining enough, but I don't, like, if they're like, yeah, we only did 1 season, that's it. I'm like,
you're fine with that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
What else have you been watching?
Archer Season 3.
Okay. Oh.
Just wrapped up Season 3.
Okay, that's right.
Because Jess hadn't seen it. She hadn't seen it. Yeah. So wrapping up Archer Season 3.
Okay.
Great. Love Archer.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing but good things to say. I'm rewatching Bob's Burgers Season 5 and 6.
Okay.
So Bob's Burger was on Hulu.
Right.
But what happened is... No. So it was on Hulu, but once the whole season was done, it instantly came off Hulu. Like, it didn't keep every episode. It just kept, like, the most recent 4.
Yeah.
And then it would go to Netflix, like, months later.
Okay.
Well, I never went back and rewatched them on Netflix. I just kind of watched it once or twice on Hulu, and that was it. Well, now it's not on Netflix at all, and 100% of all the episodes are now on Hulu.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, well, there are some episodes I don't know very well, or I watched once, and turns out there's actually a couple seasons where I'm not so familiar with it as the rest.
Well, but that kind of goes back to this point we've been making for the last couple months of it's a hilarious show as you watch it, and then the next day you're like, I don't remember jack shit about it. So it's not surprising that there's whole seasons where you're like, I don't remember that at all. Because it is one of those things that it's a very in-the-moment show.
Which is kind of why I'm enjoying watching it again, because I'm like, oh, yeah, this is great.
But are you remembering it any better having watched it a second time?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well.
But again, so it's kind of hard because a lot of times it's on the background. So while I'm on my computer working and such. So I'll catch parts of some episodes and then not parts of it. So when it comes the second time around, then I caught a little more of this part, but not this part.
Okay,
so.
fair enough.
But it's been fun. The one thing that I have consumed my weekend was it was one of the big 4 wrestling weekends.
Right. It was the WrestleMania.
It was SummerSlam.
That's
SummerSlam
right.
weekend.
I was like, that's not, as I'm saying that, that's not right.
Yeah. So you have NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3.
Okay.
And then you had SummerSlam.
Right.
So TakeOver was an hour-long pre-show and a 2.5-hour main card.
Okay.
SummerSlam, 2-hour pre-show, about 4.5-hour main card. So one was a Saturday, one was a Sunday.
Sure.
Also on that weekend was Ring of Honor's pay-per-view.
Oh, that's interesting that they would counter-program like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was in the UK, so technically for them it was Friday.
Well, yeah,
so it
but
kicked
still.
off the wrestling.
Okay.
Right? I haven't watched that yet. I don't know if I'm down for paying $20 for it.
Just watch it on a fight.
No, they don't do the pay-per-view. You have to pay for the pay-per-views on fights.
Oh.
It's not just a regular weekly. There are a couple sites that just have it streaming.
Yeah.
Like you have to watch a shitty ad or there's shitty
Sure.
banners going on for it, which is a little uncomfortable because, as you know, all those illegal sites, the shitty banners and shitty ads are always something like inappropriately sexual.
Oh, absolutely.
My wife looked over. She's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, it's always like play this adult game or something like that. And
Yeah. So literally, I clicked on the video. It's a pop-up ad, and it's literally for a animated sex game. So it's like a troll fucking this woman. It's animated. You're like, well, I gotta watch 20 seconds of this.
Right.
And my wife is like, the fuck is going on? And I'm just like, it's
and then you sign up for it, and it's nowhere near what they show you in the ad.
never the ad.
No.
It's never. It's just
it looks more like Leisure Suit Larry than ElfQuest.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But then obviously once that ad's over, you get to watch the wrestling.
Right.
So anyways, NXT still my preferred brand.
Right.
It was awesome. Had a really good time with TakeOver.
Okay.
SummerSlam was real hit or miss for me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've read for most everything.
Probably the best match for SummerSlam was on the pre-show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the tag team championship match.
Okay.
Phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. And the main event was actually really, really good.
What was the main event on this
Fatal 4-Way, Samoa
That's right.
Joe versus Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I want to talk about the main event is it brings up a lot of interesting things going in the future. So we have John Jones, who challenged Brock Lesnar for the belt. Now, this is in UFC. Sorry. So UFC, John Jones is the champion.
Yep.
Yep. I'm going to get there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
So John Jones is the champion.
Yes.
He had a fight with DC last week.
Yep.
Or the week before, something like that. Before
yeah.
his fight, he said, I'm going to kick DC's ass, and when I'm done, I'm going to kick Brock Lesnar's ass. And he called out Brock Lesnar.
All right.
Now, Brock Lesnar has accepted the challenge. His suspension from the UFC is over. He's good to fight now.
Okay.
So the speculation was, well, he can't do WWE and UFC at the same time. So he's going to lose his WWE championship. So then he can go do
everyone
UFC.
thought that was going to be the result of this
Right.
match, and it wasn't. He
He retained.
Yeah.
Because apparently it's in the works to cross promote.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, that the WWE champion, like they're saying what they wanted was to the extent that he takes the WWE belt into the octagon.
Oh no.
That has already been taken off the table.
Okay,
That
good.
has been taken off the table. But they are discussing still cross promotion. Now, the new news has just come out about John Jones.
That he failed his drug test again.
Second time for performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
So the belt's going to go back to DC,
Right.
who was the interim champ.
Yep.
And now that kind of clears up Brock Lesnar, who was able to keep his belt at the WWE. So now
Right.
he's not overly affected by it. DC probably won't fight Lesnar.
No. If he's smart, no.
Not because he's afraid of losing. DC is an actual UFC legitimate fighter. Like, he's not ripped, he's not roided out, because he is like one of the cleanest fighters there is,
Right.
both in the ring and as far as drugs and everything else is concerned. Well, Brock Lesnar is also twice now for performance enhancing drugs, so he's not going to take that fight.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of wrestling weekend.
All right.
So yeah, what about you? What did you watch?
So we caught up on Preacher, and I've caught up on Animal Kingdom and Game of Thrones. I also started a new Netflix original series.
Oh,
Ozark.
oh, okay. So starring Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I'm 2 episodes in. Also.
And
It's good. Do you know the premise of the show?
something about money laundering.
So Jason Bateman plays a financial advisor
Sure.
in Chicago. And you find out that him and his business partner are actually laundering money for the second biggest Mexican drug cartel. So that's where he's actually getting all his money. He's not actually doing any financial advising. It's just the laundering scheme. It turns out that his business partner was skimming money off the top, and
Sure.
over the last 3 years had taken $8 million from the cartel.
I'm sure they frown upon that when they find out.
Yeah, well, they didn't actually even know what was happening. They were just kind of intimidating, like just making sure that everything was good. And then the guy comes out, he's like, "Yeah, I took $8 million." And he's like, "Oh, all right." Boom, the cartel guy shoots the business partner. So Jason Bateman's like, "I can get you the money. I can launder more money for you. I found out about this resort or this lake in the Ozarks that 150 million people or some like crazy amount of people come through there every summer. He's like, I can launder $50 million for you in the next 5 years if you let me live and go down there. So the cartel guy is like, yeah, okay, fine. So Jason Bateman has to go get his family and move him down there, and he isn't telling them about what's happening. So it's him trying to get down there and then make contacts down there to be able to like launder the money through and stuff like that.
So is this a drama or comedy?
It's a drama.
Okay.
Which is weird for Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I've never seen him in a serious role.
Yeah. But he pulls it off pretty well so far.
Okay.
I mean, there's little bits of humor thrown in here and there, but for the most part, it's a very serious show. One of the weird things about it, and I was talking to my coworker who's also watching it, is the cinematography on it's kind of weird. So there's like a blue light filter over the whole, or not? I guess it wouldn't be a blue light. Anyways, blue lens over the whole first episode. So like all the scenes just have this like blue tint to them. So when it's like an indoor shot, everything's just kind of like grayish because it's got a blue. It's shot really interesting.
Okay.
And I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm hoping it kind of clears up after 2 or 3 episodes. I think it might be one of those things where they just use it to like set the tone, and then eventually it'll go away. But yeah. So 2 episodes into that, and then I also started watching the Great Food Truck Race.
Yeah, you mentioned this. It's our next business venture.
Yeah, right?
Okay, yeah.
So 2 episodes into that. The premise of that show is they start out with, I think it's 7 food trucks. And they're like, all right, you need to go to this city, and whoever makes the most money, or whoever makes the least money is eliminated. And then each city we're also going to have, they call it a truck stop, which is just like the twist, like the secret ingredient or whatever. And whoever wins that in each city gets immunity. So even if they make the least,
they're immune. Right.
So far I've seen an episode in San Diego, and I've seen one in Santa Fe. And the next stop is Fort Worth.
So it's the same trucks that are having to drive around the country to do these.
Yeah. So season 7 just premiered last week, and I started with season 1. But each season's only like 6 episodes.
So do the trucks actually look like they're good?
Yeah.
Like,
So like in this,
there's some bad food trucks.
Oh, there is. By the way, food truck rodeo in downtown Everett this Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
So we can do that before the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds delightful.
So there's a crepe truck. There's a French cuisine truck, which actually sets up a picnic table next to their truck and serves you. Super weird. There's a burger truck. There's a banh mi truck. There is a Cajun truck. There's a sandwich truck. And there's one more that I don't remember. Anyways, so it starts out with the 7, and the French one, I'm like, I don't need snails out of a truck.
Is that really what they're serving?
Yeah,
like
they're doing like escargot.
Nope.
They do like an escargot lollipop.
Nope.
Yeah. The Austin City Press, the sandwich one, it looks pretty good. So some of them look good. I would eat out of them. Some of them like I don't care. Oh, one was a banana pudding one, and I'm like, I don't know.
So do they also give you the price of the food on this show?
Yeah. And it's average food truck prices, $6 to $10 depending on what you're getting.
Like, which is blowing my mind because some of the food trucks that were in San Francisco were upwards to $15 to $19.
Yeah, that's too much.
And I'm like, not happening.
No,
I don't care.
No, In-N-Out's like $4.
Damn
Done.
right.
And then I also, the wife and I are caught up on all of our shows now, so we watched a couple episodes of Degrassi.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was funny because we put it on and we're like, we don't remember what the fuck's happening. It's been like 2 years since we watched this.
Let's go back and watch it again, then.
Oh, no, we're already 150 episodes in. I'm not going to redo that.
No. Yeah, you've gone too far. Turn around now.
375 episodes of that show.
Whew.
Yeah. So that's my TV.
Okay. Did you watch any movies?
I watched 2 movies.
Oh, yeah, me too.
What did you watch?
I don't think we have any cross.
Probably not.
Unless one of your movies is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
No, it is not.
Oh, yeah. So that was the last of the original Halloween movies.
Right.
So Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers is where we find out why he's immortal and what's been keeping him alive and what his end game is.
Okay.
Now that leads us to... So there was a large break, and they went back to Jamie Lee Curtis as the main woman, and that's in H2O. Yep. So that one will probably be Sunday.
Thusly named because it was the 20th anniversary of the original
Yes,
Halloween.
correct.
Yeah. Horrible.
So we'll watch that Sunday morning, since Saturday morning we have food trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll watch that Sunday morning, Halloween H2O. The other movie I watched was Alien Covenant.
Also not on my list. All right.
Did you watch
No.
Prometheus?
No.
Had to think about it.
The only Alien movie I ever watched was the very first one, and it was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
or
first one's a
whatever.
great one, though.
Yeah, but I never watched any
Sure.
of the sequels.
So Prometheus is a prequel. It tells you about how the aliens came to be, how they made it to Earth, where the humans came from, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
right? Okay, great. Thank you for my prequel. I don't need any more prequel stuff.
Yeah.
And then we get Alien Covenant, which I was told was going to be like a remake of the original Alien.
That was the impression I was under.
That's a lie. It is
Oh.
more prequel stuff.
Balls to that.
And so, okay. I was super disappointed with it.
Okay.
Super disappointed with it. Because the main character is David, Michael Fassbender.
Right.
He was an android in the first movie. He was there. He helped create the aliens from the alien. So there's an alien race that created the humans and the aliens.
Right.
But they're just a spore that inhabits your body, and then it manifests into whatever creature it's around.
Okay.
So he then saw this, decided he wanted to be a creator because he hated mankind. So then he started like tinkering with the aliens, you know,
Yeah.
aliens. So in this next movie, we find out he's still alive, and he has created them into the ultimate machine that we know, the xenomorph.
Right.
And he also created the face hugger, and he did it through trial and error and killing entire planets and this and that. And I'm like,
Sure.
I don't need any of this.
No.
I don't need any of this.
It's great.
Put an alien on a spaceship and fucking murder some bitches.
Give me all of that in 5 minutes. Don't make me an entire fucking movie out of that.
You know what? I don't even need it in 5 minutes. I don't need an explanation. Here, you know what you can... I gotta write this down really fast because the other thing I need to talk to you about. Here's your explanation. Where the aliens came from. Another planet. Done! All right.
Sure.
Moving the fuck on.
Yeah.
I don't need 2 movies explaining to me how this android... Yes, it's an android. How this android decided that he doesn't like humanity and he's going to find a way to make these ultimate killing machines and this and that.
I mean,
No, I don't
really,
give a
isn't
shit.
that just Cameron Hodge and the Phalanx Covenant?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So overall, I was like, man, like, looked cool. The best experience for me was the audio aspect.
Okay.
So I tried something a little different.
Okay.
So as you know, I have 2.1.
Yeah.
I have the sound bar,
And the
subwoofer.
Yeah.
I used to have 5.1.
Okay.
But since we have a shared wall, I feel like that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, I know that the woman we share a wall with is usually not home Friday nights. She's a nurse. She
Okay.
usually works Friday nights, but not every Friday night. So I want an alternative because I love immersive sound
Yeah.
for my movies. So I decided to skip the soundbar,
Okay.
and I went to my Bose around ears for that submersive audio,
Uh-huh.
right? So the way it worked is if you plug into the controller,
Right.
you have audio out.
Yeah.
I put a splitter, just had a set of headphones. I had a set of headphones.
Okay.
I was super happy with the audio. I asked her, and she's like, "Oh, that's kind of the same to me." Fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's fine, Jessica. Fine. Definitely was not the same because you did hear it. It's smart enough to know, like, it does mimic surround where it is a little behind you.
Oh, interesting.
It does do
Okay.
the 2 channels. Like, it is to that level. but
Because it's a 3-way speaker in there, right? In your headphone? Or do you know?
I don't know.
I want to say it's at least a 2-way, but I think it's also a 3-way. So you would have it's.
Oh,
it's,
yes.
It's separate individual little. Yeah.
Yes. So that's just the start
Okay.
because the DAC doesn't recognize the audio coming out of the controller,
Right.
which I don't know why, but it doesn't.
Because it's sent as an analog, not a digital. I think.
Maybe.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Possible. So the next plan is my TV only has optic out.
See, oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I knew that because I dealt with that TV at a show, and I'm fucking yeah.
It only has optic out.
Yep. Because it's a monitor. It's a monitor. It's not a. Yeah.
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 But
Okay.
I order an optic to 3.5, right?
Oh sure. Yeah.
And then plug that into the DAC. So now it's pure. It's not coming from the HDMI. It's coming
Right.
from the pure source. So I plug the optic into that, and then I put the splitters to the headphones. And I'm really hoping for better audio.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the most cost-effective way to do that.
What were you thinking?
You buy an actual AV receiver with an optic in.
So here's a problem. The source from the Xbox is HDMI.
Sure.
So that means the HDMI audio is attached to the video.
Yeah. So
So-
you do HDMI from the Xbox to the monitor,
Right.
and then optic out from the monitor into the back of the AV receiver.
Right.
And then you can get one that already has 2 headphone jacks in it, plus a built-in DAC
Good.
and EQ. But you're talking like $1,200 for a good one.
I have my Shure soundboard.
The Shure soundboard doesn't have an optic in, though.
It doesn't need to. You can do a converter onto it.
But if you convert it, then you're downgrading the audio quality anyways through the conversion.
No, if you do optic, just an optic 3.5, you're okay.
No, you've got a loss of quality.
Yeah, I understand
mean,
you're
yeah.
losing some, but you're not losing
And
drastic.
this week on AudioCast,
So that's what I'm thinking though. If I go optic to 3.5 into the DAC,
no, it'll be fine.
and then split it out.
That should work. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, right? Now I'm just like, all right, whatever.
So my problem is I would do all these same things you're doing, but because I also have the shared wall and headphones and all that, but I don't even have the space for like that much equipment.
Because the DAC's
Your
small.
DAC's tiny.
My DAC's
No,
small.
I know.
And I have 2 Bose around ears.
Yeah. So right now I use my Audio Technicas
Sure.
into my Raspberry Pi. So I get a little buzz and it drives me crazy.
Second idea I had. Laptop, HDMI, video only to the TV, DAC USB audio out of the laptop.
You're going to get latency issues where your audio and your video
I don't think I am.
I think it's going to be about a half a second behind.
You think so?
Yeah. Because the transfer rate over HDMI is faster than the transfer rate even on USB 3.0. So you're going to have lips moving, and half a second later you're going to get,
So then we're still thinking optic 3.5
Yeah,
into the DAC?
That's probably your best option.
So we buy that AV receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, video only.
Screw video only. There's a hi-fi store on 164th.
Yeah, you're going to pay double at hi-fi.
I know. It's going to be Amazon. Let's not kid
I
ourselves.
know, right? Yeah. It's going to be Jensen brand.
All right.
Okay, moving on.
One other movie clip I want to talk to you
Okay.
about. So, as you know, DC has been putting out animated movies you're
You're going to tell me about the
monthly.
Harley Quinn underwear shot, aren't you?
Not just the shot. Did you watch that scene?
No, I only saw the still.
I watched the scene.
I'm sorry.
And it infuriated. Oh, that reminds me. We're going to have to do a Price is Right moment when I go get my comic books.
Okay.
I can probably remember everything. Infuriated me. So that scene is she has Nightwing captured and he's tied to the bed.
Okay.
And she's going through her closet trying to figure out what to wear. So she's like, do I want to be Suicide Squad Harley? Do I want to be Jet City Rose? Like she's talking about all the different Harley Quinns.
No, I'm out already.
And then she's bending down, picking up boots, looking at all her different boots. And she turns around and she talks about his erection.
No.
So then her and him end up having sex.
Ah.
And then Batman walks in because she knows that he has, dick and he's not supposed to be on a mission, but she's also helping him. So then Batman realizes that they just had sex. And you're just like, really?
I mean, to be fair, though, like if I was in that actual universe, that's probably one of the people I would want to... Because that would be great crazy
Nope.
sex.
No.
No?
I disagree.
All right.
I vehemently disagree.
All right.
Nope.
Well,
Starfire. Now that would be crazy sex. The problem I have with Harley, I can't believe we're going to talk about this. The problem I have with Harley is she's too crazy. The fact that at a certain point, shit just gets out of control. It's not even fun anymore. You're just like, what are you even doing right now? What are you even doing right now?
I could see that.
Like, she's going to have like a hyena watching us. Like, you know what I mean? She's going to call me Puddin', and I know she's going to be talking about the Joker. Like, I don't need that shit, man.
Mr. J.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I don't need that stuff.
All right, fair
No.
enough.
No.
Okay. All right. Anything else movie-wise for you?
No.
Okay,
That's it.
cool. I watched 2 movies.
Okay.
I watched John Wick,
The first one?
and then I watched John Wick 2.
Okay.
Back to back.
So I started John Wick 1.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was like, meh.
plot, non-existent. You cannot watch it for the plot.
Okay.
The only thing you watch it for is the shooting everybody in the face scenes.
Okay.
Which is 3/4 of the movie. It's choreographed really well.
That's what everyone says.
No, the plot is terrible. You killed my dog. I'm going to kill all of you.
It was a dog that killed his wife.
No, his wife dies of a terminal illness. And then, so he's a retired hitman.
You're right.
He was a hitman. He got out to spend time with his sick wife. The wife dies. He goes to the funeral. He comes home. And then he gets a delivery of a dog. And the wife, knowing that she was dying, had set it up so the dog would get delivered as soon as she was.
So the wife killed the dog?
No. The wife's already dead.
Right.
The wife bought the dog and had it delivered.
Oh, I see.
And then some people come and break into his house, beat him up, kill the dog, steal his car. Which, I mean, it was a nice car.
All right.
But yeah, he gets pissed off because the dog was the last
Sure,
remaining
yeah.
thing he had from his wife. So then he goes and kills like the entire Russian mob.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
And then does he get like a cat in 2 and
No,
the cat
at
died?
the end of 1, he gets another dog. And then beginning of 2 is, well, they still have my car. I need to go get my car. So the opening scene is him figuring out where the car is, breaking in, trying to steal it back, and then in the process of killing everybody that's trying to stop him, he fucking totals the car pretty much.
Okay.
But then he's like, all right, well, I've got all these. Oh no, and then it goes to, there's like some high council of assassins, and he, one of the guys that's trying to get on the council, helped him get out of the mob the first time. So Keanu Reeves owes him a favor, and the favor is killing the guy's sister, who is seated on the high council right now, so that he can get a seat. And it ends up he kills this girl, and now every assassin in the world is trying to kill him because he killed a maid person. It's, again, the plots are horrible, but the action's pretty cool.
Okay.
And it's a comic book adaptation or a manga adaptation, so I'm like, all right.
Sounds
whatever.
like it.
Yeah. So those are the 2 movies I watched.
Okay. So worth watching then?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like I said, don't plan on sitting down and be like, oh my god, this is the best movie ever.
Yeah, I'm not a
But, I
thespian.
mean, it's something. Thespian. Okay. It's something you can put on in the background, and you're working. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna watch this gunfight scene. All right. And
Okay.
yeah.
All right. It's good to know. Before we move into comics, I do want to talk about the SNES Classic.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of a freak out moment 2 nights ago.
Okay.
I'm in bed. It's about 9:59 because my wife goes to bed early.
Sure.
And I sit there and read a trade paperback.
Okay.
And my phone, bleep, bleep. I'm like, the fuck is that sound? You ever have that? Your phone makes a sound. You're like, you've never made that noise before.
Yes.
So I'm like, the fuck was that? So I go to look at my phone, and it's this little thing that says tracker notification. I'm like, the fuck is tracker? Oh yeah, that's that app I installed. What do you have to say? SNES presale goes live in 1 minute. Best Buy and Target.
Okay.
I fucking hop out of bed. My wife was like, the fuck? And I'm like, I need better internet because my phone was not because you're competing with all these people.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I go downstairs, I can hop on my computer, scored one. Scored myself an SNES Classic.
You didn't have a hookup on that existing Castle Line can do anything?
He's also not guaranteed on that.
Oh, all right.
Because they're in such demand, he's not guaranteed.
Okay.
And he's like, look, I can probably get you one. Like, I'm 90% sure, but I'm not 100.
Yeah, and at that point, you might as well just...
All right, might as well be 100,
hedge
right?
your bet, and yeah.
Yeah. So, I go to bed, super proud of myself. Wake up the next morning, and first thing I always do when I wake up is I look at the news. Did anything happen while I was sleeping?
Sure.
I look at the real news, and then I look at the Google News for you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Google News for you is everyone in their fucking world bitching.
Of course.
Because they missed the pre-order.
Yeah.
And what fascinates me about this is, so Target and Best Buy decided to make theirs go live midnight Central Time.
It's fucking weird, but all right. Target, I understand, because they're in Minnesota, so that's their midnight.
Sure.
Okay.
So just midnight Central Time.
Yeah.
So 10 o'clock our time.
Right.
Who do you blame if you missed that?
Yourself?
Who else do you blame?
The store? I don't...
everyone and their fucking mother is why Nintendo sucks at pre-sale. Why did Nintendo choose to do this?
The fuck, it's not Nintendo.
Ruined. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
So
I see
that's
where you're
what
going
I'm
with this. Yeah.
So that's why I'm just wanted to ask you that, giving you more information.
Like if it was, a pre-sale through the Nintendo website, sure, fuck them. But no, this is a retailer. Nintendo has nothing to do with that.
Right.
That's like saying I went to Walmart and they were out of Coca-Cola. Fuck Coca-Cola doesn't know how to put product on the shelf. That's not how that works.
Other people were bitching because apparently GameStop's website wasn't keeping up with the demand. So they were referring people to go in-store to pre-order. So people were like, well, now there's a line at the stores. Why the fuck is Nintendo ruining this product?
Oh, jeez.
The fuck does Nintendo have to do with any of that? That...
Really, if you want to blame somebody for GameStop's website not working, blame Amazon.
Right.
It's all hosted on
everything's hosted on
AWS, yeah.
Which I was at a GameStop yesterday.
Uh-huh.
They are giving away 100 NES classics for the month of August.
Really?
The sold out unit.
Yeah.
They're giving away 100 of them in the month of August.
They just found their magic closet full of them.
I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, why is everyone blaming Nintendo for this? Like, what are they doing? What's so wrong here? They said we have limited quantities. Here's how much you guys get. Fucking do your pre-orders.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not their... fuck people, man.
People are the worst.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want an outsider perspective because I know you're not huge into this kind of stuff.
No.
So I'm like, well, I wonder what Jay thinks.
But yeah, no, that's bullshit. People shouldn't blame the manufacturer for a retailer's problem.
Nope.
Yeah. All right.
So, comic book?
I purchased some of those.
Okay, now I have 2 comic book related news
Okay,
first.
let's do that.
Not really news. Things that you might find of interest. 1, I am dropping Batman.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Seriously.
I know.
So this last episode of the War of Jokes and Riddles, Bruce Wayne invites them both to dinner. So they all show up.
Were they in the fucking Batcave? I was trying to figure that out the whole time. Okay.
No, they were at his dining room table.
Okay.
So they all show up. So the entire rogues gallery of villains is in the Wayne Manor. Half on one side of the table, half on the other side of the table.
How many of those people, by the way, currently know that Bruce Wayne is Batman? Because I feel like everybody always finds that out.
Well, this was back in year 1. Or right after year 1, remember?
Okay, that's true.
So he offers them each $1 billion to stop this war.
Right.
1, if this was year 1, which would have been in the, 70s? 80s? You didn't have $2 billion lying around, asshole.
But it wasn't the 70s or the 80s because we saw in 0 year or year 1 or whatever that he's riding around on a Ducati dirt bike in downtown Gotham. And
regardless,
but yeah, okay. Yeah.
That long ago, 40 years ago,
right?
30 years ago, you don't have fucking billion, all right? That didn't exist, asshole.
Yeah.
Secondly, it just makes no fucking sense.
No.
It made no goddamn fucking sense why he would host these 2 murderers. Also, for the past 4 issues, you've been telling me that every time Joker and Riddler see each other, they try to murder each other. Yet they're happy to go to Bruce Wayne's house to sit down
for a 5-course or 7-course French meal. Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm done. Done with your shit, Tom King.
Fuck you, Tom King.
That's right. You know what? I'm blaming Tom King. I'm not blaming the guy who created Batman. It's not Bob King's fault. I'm fucking Tom King's fault.
I'm blaming Diamond because fuck Diamond.
Well, yeah.
In every aspect.
Well,
yeah,
that leads me to the next thing I want to tell you about.
Oh, okay. Well, yay for segues.
So, I was on Discount Comic Book Services website today. As you know, they are the parent company for InStockTrades.com.
Yep.
And if you order your previews order through them, you get 40 to 50 to 60, depending on what it is, % off.
Yep.
Did you know that if you click through their website to Comixology, you get 5% off your entire purchase just for clicking through?
I did not.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
Interesting.
It's just 5%. So essentially what happens is you go to dcbservices.com.
Yep.
In the upper right-hand corner, you hit Comixology. And it takes you to Comixology. And you buy your books.
Oh, I know what this is. This is an outdated program that Comixology used to have. They would partner with LCSs. So they had a thing where you could go to Comixology, there used to be a link or whatever, and you could say enter your comic shop name.
Right.
And you would enter it, and you would get that 5% off.
Right.
Because there would be some kickback to your LCS for a referral program.
Mm-hmm.
And that got discontinued like 5-6 years ago. But with the volume that DCBS does, I wonder if they just, the Comixology is like, yeah, we'll keep doing it, or just keep referring.
I clicked through, and it opened up Comixology, and then it had / the DCBS banner next to it.
Yeah.
And I clicked through, and I went to Subtotal, and it showed the 5% off.
All right.
Now, I don't do Comixology, but I know you do.
I do.
And it's only 5%.
That's most of my tax, though.
There you go.
All right, I'm going to start doing a click-through on all of my purchases.
So now we got in-stock trades through me, DCBS through you. I feel like at a certain point we're going to get a sponsorship, right? Like
I feel like I just need to send them an email.
I think so.
Because like I said, there's a number of comic book podcasts I listen to that all have them as a sponsor.
Well, and I'm pulling down 3 trades a week from them.
Yeah.
And I'm not even asking for free trades. Just give me a little extra, discount.
But that's usually what they do is they're like, we'll just give you like
X review
credit
this.
per month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, maybe I'll send that email this week.
There you go.
All right.
So I don't have my books in front of me. We can either do a Price is Right moment. I can go grab them, or I can try to remember everything. I think I can remember everything.
Do you know the one you want to talk about at least?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then just try to remember.
So, Action Comics, Detective Comics, Archie,
Sure.
Daredevil 25,
Okay.
Thor Generations, number 1.
Okay.
I'm just super curious how they're gonna bring back the old Thor and get rid of Jane Foster Thor.
Okay. Yeah.
Batgirl.
Oh.
I'll explain why Batgirl. Nightwing: The New Order.
Okay.
The Flash. Hal Jordan: The Green Lantern Corps. And I already say Archie.
Yes, you did.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So here's what I got.
Yeah, that's it.
Archie 23, Batgirl 14.
Yep.
Cable number 4. You didn't get Cable? Are you not getting Cable?
Trade.
Oh, your trades. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Detective 963.
Yep.
Dying in the Dead number 5. Fathom number 7. Flash 29. Hal Jordan: The Green Lantern Corps 27. Iceman number 4.
Oh.
I know. I'm like this close to just. Letter 44 number 35. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 18. Teen Titans number 11. And X-Men Gold number 10.
So I do want the X-Men Gold trade came out, so that'll be on my order this week.
Okay.
I want to talk to you really fast about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Okay. I'm like 3 issues behind.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it worth buying? Is my question. Because I thought the first issue was fine. I could see it could either get better or it could get worse.
It's kind of maintained.
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for it to go one way or the other. It's like a solid 6.5 out of 10, which I don't feel is low enough to drop it, but high enough for me to like put it at the top of my stack.
Okay.
But I figure, I mean, it's Kyle Higgins, and he did great work on Nightwing. He did really good on Cowl. So I'm thinking at some point it's either gonna jump or he's gonna leave and it's gonna drop.
Got it.
But it hasn't broke either way. So
because previously just solicited a large trade.
Okay.
At a pretty good price. It's like the first 12 issues.
Okay.
It was like $40 or $50. I'm like, oh, it's a pretty good price.
I really should just give you my Comixology login and you can just go on there and read it because it's already paid for.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
all right.
All right.
So what do you want to talk about this week?
So I have actually only read one book.
What was that?
I read Letter 44, number 35.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the final issue.
It is. This is it.
It's it. Fucking disappointing.
No!
They didn't need this issue at all.
Okay.
Okay. Essentially, all it is now we've jumped forward like, I think 400 years or something like that. And you find out what happened at the end of the Earth-ending event of 34. You find out that the humans figured out a way to get the 666 designated people to carry on mankind off of the planet. And then they went to the area. Actually, no, they got more. They ended up getting almost all of the people off of Earth, but they had 666 people that were specifically designed with making the human race flourish after. They got to this collective where all these other remnants of other civilizations were. And now, this lady's teaching us a class. Like, you find out the whole thing was just them telling the history of what happened. This teacher giving her students
the recount. Yeah.
So they're going around to like they remade the Washington Mall, with the Washington Monument and the big pool and everything like that. And there's statues of the crew of the Clark and the President Blades and the President Carroll and all. So there's statues, and she's like, we have a statue of this person because of this, and this person because of this, and then that's it. I'm like, kind of a disappointing ending.
Okay, I can see that.
I would have rather them just tacked on 4 or 5 extra pages to 34
And then
and then be done. But
it's kind of a Planet of the Apes ending.
a little bit.
Okay.
But again, they're making this into a TV show.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're gonna do that.
I mean, apes. Like I said.
Sure.
Like Planet
Yeah,
of the
okay.
Apes.
No, you're right. Absolutely. Fair enough. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's fine.
So, series all in all, it's really good. Charles Soule did a great job on that. Much better than I feel like he's done on any of his Marvel work.
Yeah.
But they just announced last week or the week before that he's coming out with another independent book.
We'll have to check that out.
I think it's. I feel like it's through Image. This one was through Oni.
Not Damned, but it is Damned. Yeah. First issue dropped, and it was a boom book. I want to say Charles Soule Damned.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
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 So
it was fine.
Yeah. But
okay.
So that was my one comic. Nothing too exciting.
So Nightwing: The New Order.
Okay, I did not buy this comic because I didn't know what the fuck it was.
It's in Elseworld.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Takes place about 25 years in the future.
Okay.
Nightwing has depowered all the superpowered people in the world.
Okay.
In the 90% of them, the 10% he couldn't take away their meta powers from, they're held in captivity.
Okay.
So takes place in the future. He's in charge of the Crusaders, whose job it is to make sure that they take their drug that inhibits their powers, and if they don't, they capture them.
Okay.
And then you find out he's talking. It's all told from the perspective of his son. We don't know who the mom is because the mom left because she has powers.
Okay.
So I would only assume Starfire.
Donna Troy?
Maybe.
Didn't they hook up for a bit? I don't know.
Yeah. And then it's also from the son's perspective. And then the very last panel, you find out the son started to manifest powers.
Oh, of course.
But his eyes are glowing red, and he's got like waves coming off him. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. All in all,
maybe he hooked up with Supergirl?
like it almost looked like when Raven's using her telepathy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All in all, I was like, nah.
All right.
The problem I have with it doesn't make fucking any sense to me. Nightwing is not the character that would decide to take away everyone's superpowers. Like that's not who he is.
And do we know for sure it's Dick Grayson Nightwing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. They keep calling him Dick now because he doesn't go by Nightwing now. Now he goes by Dick Grayson and this and that. I feel like the past 5 years we've seen a huge shift in what Nightwing used to be like to what he is kind of like. This doesn't sound really dumb. I feel like he was minor leagues. He was a sidekick. And now that they brought him up to the main, they decided to fuck with him too much.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but whatever.
Right.
I get it. I'm being a fanboy. If I want the old Nightwing stuff, I can go read the old Nightwing stuff. And I do. All the goddamn time. All the goddamn time. But to say that in the future, like, he defeated, like, all of them with this device that took away Superman's powers, and that.
I don't.
The fact that he was the one to instigate it after Batman died, and he's used, like, all of Bruce's fortune to do this. And I'm just like, meh.
All right. So I was better off not buying this book.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was also disappointed with Archie.
I haven't read that one.
A little disappointed with Archie.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. They changed the artist, and I don't love the artist.
Oh, okay.
They reveal what's going on with Betty, how the wheelchair, everything else. You're just like, I don't feel like I got a full issue's worth of information in this comic.
Okay.
I feel like this was like 3 pages spread out across the whole thing.
Okay.
The last thing I'll talk about really fast is you made a face to that effect. I got Batgirl.
Well, only because you don't typically get Batgirl.
I don't get Batgirl. This is apparently like her and Dick when they and it's a flashback to when they were kids and what their life was like. I just want to see how far off from what it should be has Hope Larson decided to write and how angry I'm going to be about it.
And have you read it yet?
No.
Okay.
It's like a 5 or 6 issue arc.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big story.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they're going to make it canon.
Probably.
So I figured I should probably know what it is.
I mean, at least until the next reboot.
Whew.
Which, I mean, we're only, a year and a half away from that?
Yeah, like 7 months, I think. Something like that.
We're, one of these was it. How Jordan the Green Lantern Corps is already up to 27.
Yeah, it's 2 a month, right?
2 months. So, we'll be, within the next year. Done.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
It won't even matter.
No.
So that's it for me this week.
That's all I got.
See you guys next week.
See you.